This has to be one of the questions I am asked the most. How do I get my first client when I don't have any case studies? Well, that is what we're going to be answering today. Hi, my name is Michael. I've been building marketing agencies since 2015. I built quite a few successful ones. I've sold one, and I built one that's currently at about $600K a year. So I have got a lot of clients. In fact, my main agency, DFY Meetings, we do outbound cold email campaigns for 7 and 8 figure agencies and help them get clients. So very well versed in getting clients. And I've also worked with a lot of beginners. So I do understand the annoyance and difficulty of getting that first client when you don't have any case studies. So hopefully today this video will help you. I'll be going through 5 solutions to make it easier to get that first client without having a case study. So let's go ahead and get in. Now, first off, why do case studies matter? Well, the number one thing is trust. You have to look at it from a buyer's point of view. Why would somebody work with you if you don't have any social proof? It's like if you're on Amazon and you want to, let's say, buy a tent. You're not going to search for tents and pay any attention to one that have no reviews. Maybe you will, but you're probably not. You're going to look for the one with the most reviews, or at least some reviews. You want other people to take that risk and to take the chance on buying a tent before you do, because you don't want to potentially waste your money and your time and potentially ruin your camping experience. Well, hiring an agency is very similar. It's expensive to work with an agency. Let's say that you offer Facebook ads. Your client needs to pay you. Let's say that's $1,500. They need to pay the ad spend. Let's say that's another $1,500. They have to worry about the cost of lost revenue from not having their ads run correctly, and they have to invest time. That's a really big investment. So a huge portion is going to purely be trust. People also want to see proof of work. Even if they do trust you on a personal level, they want to see what you've done this work, ideally over and over again. It's the same idea as when you apply for jobs. Jobs want to see your work history. And now getting your first job, they still want to see work history, which is kind of like what it feels like to get a client when you don't have a case study. Now, the third thing is proof of concept. Let's say that somebody trusts you on a personal business level. They see that you've done this work before, which is great. They may just want to see proof of concept. Does this work for me? Now, for example, let's say you have a case study for a dentist, and you're going to use that case study and show it to somebody who sells sports equipment online. Well, that does show that you had some business relationships and clients, but there is no proof of concept. Seeing that Facebook ads, let's say, work for a dentist has no correlation to whether they work for someone selling sports equipment. So it also matters what type of case studies we have. Yes, having one case study regardless of having none is better, but we want to have relevant case studies. If we're going to pitch dental clinics, we want dental case studies. If we're going to pitch sports equipment companies that are doing e-commerce, we want to have a case study that matches. Ideally, even more specific. This gets into a bit more targeting here, but if we're targeting companies that, let's say, sell soccer equipment online, well, a case study of soccer equipment is going to be more relevant than somebody selling water polo equipment. So that is why this matters. Now, when you start out, this is obviously not always possible to do, and it's frustrating because you want to get caught up and you see people getting clients easily, and you're like, well, I'm doing all the work. Why is it not happening for me? It's harder when you're starting out because you don't have this trust. You're the Amazon product with no reviews. So let's talk about 5 ways that we can help get around this. Now, none of these are cheat codes that make it easy. It sucks, but these make it a little bit more tolerable. Now, the first one here is going to be to find a media buyer or a white label partner with case studies. Media buyer could just be referred to as contractors. There are a lot of guys who do ads, but it could be contractor, it could be a video editor, it could be a developer, whoever. So find somebody that you can use for projects on a contract basis who will extend previous results to you with permission to use for marketing. And you want to make sure those results have also been approved by their partners to be used for marketing so you don't run into any legal troubles. Now, or you also find a white label partner. A white label partner is somebody who specifically advertises a portion of their business where they do work subcontracted by an agency. Let's say that I offer a Facebook ads as a service. I find a Facebook ads white label agency where they work with other Facebook ads agencies and actually manage the fulfillment. Now, working with one of these partners, you can often leverage the results they previously had. So you can look specifically for a media buyer, contractor, white label partner who matches your profit margin. You don't want to just lose all your profit, and you want to find one who has results you can leverage. Now, I'm not saying to do these. You don't need to do all 5. You don't need to do any. These are just suggestions. This is going to be diagnosed more on a case-by-case basis, but that is one idea you can use. Now, number 2 is to leverage a well-known brand strategy Do not claim it as yours. That is deceptive. That is lying. But you can leverage a well-known brand strategy. For example, let's say that you offer affiliate marketing. You could include in your email, for example, maybe you noticed this company did this affiliate strategy, which led to this revenue. Maybe this is based on something you saw on a podcast or like a really well-known business case study, but you could leverage by another company by saying, look, they did this and they got this result. You're similar. You could see the same. You just don't want to say it's your client. You just want to leverage the concept and the proof of concept that it does work. Again, we want to be industry specific. An affiliate program for an info product is not necessarily relevant for an affiliate program for a supplement company. So that's just one example, but we want to make sure it is relevant. Moving on to number 3, get your first case studies from freelancing gigs. This is one of my favorites. Like, just go on Upwork, go on Freelancer, go on other freelance platforms and get underpaid hourly gigs just for the sake of having case studies. This lets you become better at fulfillment yourself, which even if you're going to hire later, you can make more informed hiring decisions knowing how this works. And in my opinion, this is the one I would go with here. So just do some underpaid work. You'll get some cash. You can use that to put into leads and softwares and things and get some experience. That way, again, you can make better hiring decisions or be better at fulfillment yourself. And these gigs are often more forgiving because people, not always, but generally aren't expecting, pro level results at $15 an hour and upward. Now, some people are, and that's an issue of finding the right clients, but I will save that for another video. Number 4, work for free for your first case study. I've done this for certain case studies. I know people have done it. It works. Is it better to get paid a little bit, in my opinion, like freelancing? Yes. But if you get the opportunity to work with a good brand or you reach out to a good brand and offer to work for free for a case study, kind of a great option too. Now, one thing to consider is even if you're working for free, if the prospect or client is paying for ad spend, it's still not free. So don't treat them bad. Make sure you treat them well and respect there's money involved, but this can be a good way to get a case study and get it over with because that 1 month of doing work for free might save you 3 months of difficulty in prospecting. Now, number 5 is to leverage other connection points to push a more emotional sale. So using a case study is going to be a very logical selling point. You're trying to build that trust by saying, look, I did it for them. I'm more likely to do it for you. It's a logical sell. Now, let's say if you're targeting people in your location, you could leverage the emotional connection of, hey, I'm local. I'm the guy you can trust. And that can help you bypass not having case study and personal experience. Same thing of personal interest. If you're a skateboarder targeting skateboard brands, you have that personal interest and personal connection, which is going to help you cut past the logical factor because you're someone like me, you're someone I trust and I want to work with. Same thing for university. Maybe you can go on your university's LinkedIn and look at alumni or high school affiliate university and find people who went to the same school and use that emotional connection to connect with people and hopefully bypass the logical part of it. You can do this a bunch more things. Those are just a few examples: location, personal interest, university. And there you have it. Those are 5 things that should help you get your first client without a case study. A little bit of workarounds, some helping tips, and I hope that gives you a bit more confidence to go out there and get that first client. If you do want even more help in terms of exactly what to do from lead gen, text, scripts, sales, and more, make sure to check out b2boutbound.io, where I put my best practices after making well over 7 figures in revenue for agencies through outbound sales. So really good stuff there. Would love to see you in a program. And regardless, I appreciate you watching the channel and look forward to making more videos to help you guys out.